Master Rex, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, know he living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a vein, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receiver will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw on 2nd down, Sherman. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw on 3rd down. Sherman, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Okay, right? Hey, hold yours.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Double 38. You tell it. Right. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Sherman. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. The 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And so
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take him all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Harris running straight ahead. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They run for it with Harris. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 13 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Right blue. Real green.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Fields. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking to throw on second down. Sherman. That is caught by Thielen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Sherman. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And And Lambo will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Field's going to take this himself. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Fields now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Fields on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 14. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call it low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And this time he is in. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a gain of 35.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On first down, Sherman. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. They could not pull it in. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Sherman. Drops this off with Nwangu. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Sherman. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action, Fields. And that will be in.
No, that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Harris. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Down right around the 25. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. This is Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the
touchdown, Chicago. Damian Harris, 15 yards. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Ball winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,
why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size.